Great. So we were discussing Greenfield implementation, which means S4HANA. However, we have ECC ASAP methodology. Similarly, for any new implementations in S4HANA, as if they have come up with Activate methodology, and it has phases, 6 phases, which are every stage. There is a guidelines, step-by-step process has been given by SAP. Okay, those ways. First one is discover, second one is prepare, third one explore, fourth one realize, fifth one is deploy and run. Okay, let's start with first discover. In this phase, you can observe name itself discover means discovering requirement of the project. Okay, this phase implementation partner, implementation partner and client, right? Client side implementation means whoever going to committed implement for business process means client. In our scenario, suppose what we discussed above, who is the client, who is the implementation partner. IBM is a implementation partner, Apple is the client. Okay, in this scenario, what are the key elements as per business requirement? They will define the scope of the project, and based on business requirement they choose desired version. Okay, see, version means it is a client choice. They go for latest version or previous version. They can choose whatever they want. Just like if you want to purchase mobile, Apple, suppose iPhone 16 Pro Max. Okay, this latest version released from SAP, I mean iPhone. This is one price, and if you want to purchase iPhone 15 Pro Max, if you compare the prices, it is a it is very less price. Since it is latest price product released, it is price will be more, right? Similarly, SAP releases every year versions. We have two type versions. We have on premises and cloud. On premises and cloud. On premises, they have released 23 October. 23 is year, 10 is October. This is on premises. I'll explain the differences. On premises. Cloud, they have released 2402. This is 2024 means 24 year, 02 is February. This is cloud version, on premises version. Okay, desired version business can choose it. All right, let me explain on premises and cloud before starting this, because you should know the difference at least before moving further. So, okay, I'll brief it so it will be very useful for you. Okay, right, now see what it is. First we go for on premises. On premises means whatever the server setup. Okay, it is located at company premises. Located at company premises, which is managed by company itself. Company itself. They purchased it, hardware and software installed and maintained at the company's hardware and software installed and maintained. This is a On premises means company owned server and owner would be company only. Okay, owner would be company itself. Maintenance upgrades will take care by company. So note maintenance and upgrade will be taken care by company itself since they have purchased. This is on premise, their own company's own. Okay, this we call on premises. Now if you see cloud, we are talking about cloud. See, cloud means this is shared system. Okay, every business need to run their business operations and they can purchase from the SAP. They put in cloud, they subscribe monthly, quarterly, and annually, and SAP provides the hardware as well as software services. Rented, we can say, which will provide maintenance upgrades based on rent. You can pay just like however we paying for house rent or mobile monthly recharges or broadband connections. However we subscribe, similarly they can purchase. This is cloud. Okay, I can say simply cloud is shared system. Okay, companies have to subscribe monthly. They will provide services monthly, quarterly, and annually. SAP provides hardware and software services. SAP provides hardware and software services. And since it is rented, which will provide maintenance upgrades by subscribe based only. Rented, which will provide maintenance. The charges vary. Maintenance and upgrades. Okay, this is cloud. Cloud also again divide into two parts: public cloud and private cloud. I'll simplify this, then we'll jump into normal process. Public cloud and private cloud, because we must understand this and then only we can move further. Okay, this is public cloud. Okay, similarly this is a private cloud. Public cloud means it's subscribed service that also offered to any customers who want to similar services. Publicly, anybody can subscribe. It's a subscription service that is also offered to any client, any customer. Right. Private means it's a service that is completely controlled by single organization. It could not shared with others. Private, they purchased itself. Okay, just like rented cars, right? We have rented cars. If you want 1 day and 2 day, you can take it. Means you need to pay as per agreement, daily basis, kilometer basis. One car means it's your choice, as you like you can use. Similarly, it's a service that is completely controlled by the organization, single organization. Okay, not shared with the others. It will be shared. It will be shared. It won't share. It won't shared. That is the main purpose of this. Hmm. Right. Now we go back to our normal discover phase. You understood now. Choose version, which version, and role-based trial, whether it is or cloud, on premises or cloud, as per latest version or old version. Right. See, pre-configured business scenarios. Right. Now, discover phase only, they arrange the landscape. What are the servers required and set up necessary infrastructure. Landscape means SAP by default give like development system, quality system, and production. If business requirement is they want development system, again they want to sandbox, golden client, and test client, they can go for it. And normally quality system, and they need pre-production system and production system, they can go ahead. This setup they will be initially discussed by implementation partner and client. And set up necessary infrastructure means where to set up a server and VPN connectivity, list of consultant required, right? Those they list out from implementation partners how many consultants required to fulfill their business operations. Similarly, client sites also they have core users. They will arrange necessary landscape and infrastructure and develop the strategies and roadmaps for the project. What business come up with and what is a project start date and within timelines and go live date and all sort of preparation they do discuss in the this phase. They identify this phase, business process and landscape and business needs to required. They'll gather the data how S4HANA can best fit the organization requirements and the same time build a completely business for the implementation. And they'll have user license they have to purchase. Ensure purchase scope is defined clearly. If they have identify any key decisions and prioritize the business needs, even though they can solve pain points and decide outcome, they will be discussed in the discovery phase. Okay, this is discovery phase. Key elements where they will find out. They're not exploring anything, right? Now, next phase, prepare. Now, they have identified scope, versions, and which they can go for on-premise or cloud or public cloud or private cloud, and what's the landscape they opt for, and necessary infrastructure, right? Their business needs they have sorted out, and they'll be having discussion kickoff meeting. Okay, all sorted out. Now let's prepare for further. They move further. This preparation first, they gather initial requirements and select the applicable business process for SAP best practices list. Initial requirement means consultant will goes to the core user place, respective module persons. They keep ask how their current business is going on. and how it's going to map. They gather the requirements. Post requirement, they sorted out final plans, team setup and project management strategies they are considered, and they can ready to run business process in S4 model, and they think about upon their business process additional best practices from the partners. They keep ask, then they'll be sorted out what are the key elements in this phase. Overall project plan and timelines, they have any sort of risk and issues, they will be sorted out. Make sure there will be communication required if consultant have any questions during gathering information, and they may contact not only code user management side, also they can put a list of um, requirements they gathered, and if they have any additional points they can sort it out, because this just preparing, not exploring in front of the system. Okay, then they analyze the gaps. If there any solution and improvements, they'll be keep ready so that they can explore next phase. As a functional consultant, they'll be mapping business process to S4 functionalities, and they configure system settings based on the business requirements. If any technical dependency, then they'll sync up with ABAPers. If any code required to write any logic for their business operations, then additional technical help required, if they'll be sorted out. This is preparing for it. Next phase is explore. Now this is a phase after preparing all the business current operations into S4HANA. If there are any gaps or they start um, doing in the system, explore it, possibilities, and that's what project initiated and planned, including quality and risk plans. And this environment is set up ready development system if they want sandbox to trial and golden client, and then testing at the development system, then they move changes to the quality for testing. Then once environment set up landscape, then they will be start doing business operations. They see the outcome of the phase, whatever list out requirements in the system, and if they find any fit gaps which is not possible from SAP side, any solution fit gaps. Okay, for this there is no solution from SAP that we call as gaps. Fit gaps, this gaps can be fit or not for their business operations. Gaps always fulfilled, but need to develop custom codes with help of ABAPers, and post development lifelong support required. Those are gaps, and there is be something expensive to maintenance as well as for development. So if business asking compulsory they want these gaps to be fulfilled, then we can proceed. We have to prepare gap analysis document. What is a description of detailed gap and possibilities and technical help required for this gap to be fulfilled. Once it is submitted, if business choice, if they want to go for development or as per standard they continue, that is their decision. And post completion of all the configurations, and they sort it out all the business transaction, and functional and technical documents has been prepared in this phase, and they'll move to next realize after exploring, right? Then they go for configurations like baseline configurations and final configurations, right? Which is captured explore phase. They explored, right, possibilities, and they go for realize phase, just like it is similar to ECC how we do, pretty much similar to ECC itself. And they do, as a consultant, will do baseline configurations, final configuration this ways. Baseline, it is specific to one module person. Final configs, this is specific to one module, specific to one module, and this is integration with the other modules, integration with other modules. These are two important phases we do configurations, right? Here, all sort of configurations, and they prioritize the requirement which we capture the explore phase, because this is just trial possibilities or not possibilities, a rough draft we can say. And upon this outcomes and the gaps, maybe we approach SAP also. Is there any solutions? And there, if it is their critical operations, we can approach SAP by raising SAP notes. We can get the solution from them. So during your configuration, we come to know and interact with the business for regular validations and feedback. Wherein ECC, after completion of all the pages, we should interact with the business. If they say something need to be done, again we'll come back and we do necessary changes. Wherein S4, directly during this phase only, will interact with the business. If anything they want to changes, on the spot we do the required changes. Any functional gaps address through the configurations, and if required technical dependency with the program changes, we can do necessary changes based on the business priority. Post configurations, then we move to testing part. So whatever we do configurations, the testing is very important. And this, once we have done development system, all these TRs will move to quality system. Hence business does not have access in the development system. We have sorted off all TRs, sorted all transport requests. As above scenario also we discussed the same, nothing changed. TRs and send to basis. There is a basis consultant. They will move changes to the quality. Move changes to quality system for checking purpose. Because business, they don't have authorization to check in development system, but consultant can do test system available in development system itself. Once changes to the quality system, as a consultant we need to test one round of testing. Then we ask the business to test these scenarios, make sure we do specific to one module unit testing and the integration testing, where we sync up with SDMM, SDMM and SDFI. As we know, SDMM, it is related to availability check, transfer of requirement, material master, third party, and STO process, consignment process. Where FI, we integration with revenue account determination, reconciliation account determination, credit management, post PJ, all posting GLs and all will take care FI. After unit and integration testing, we have to check system integration testing, whether any dumps or performance issue are noticed, informed to the backer, so that they will be checked in the backend. And user acceptance and test, once a business they have tested all scenarios, their business operation, they whatever they have opted, we need to ask them to test and provide sign off, email communication or through documentation. Once they have provided, then we ask sign off, because they'll later they'll come up with saying that, so we haven't explained this one, or they put in another requirement. Whatever they have given, they sort it out and we have to complete it. If they are come up with new, then they consider as new change requests. That is separate task. Post testing, we need to do documentation, step by step process to understand the business and future reference also, like configuration document and test case documents and user manuals. Make sure user, by seeing these documents, they can do end-to-end testing, because they're new to S4HANA. They need to trial it by seeing the user manuals. If any developed object with help of ABAPers, any code changes, then we need to document end to end, and we need to address them, how to test, what to test, expected results, actual results, so that they come to know. Right? This is realize phase. Deploy. Deploy means it is all set to prepare for go live, and final testing, whatever they have sorted out, we have tested, we are advised to the business, and technical steps also we have explained, and the team will prepare for go live. And we do cut our rehearsal. We need to sort it out, master data and transaction data, master data and transaction data. If their business, master data means customer master, material master, CMIR, pricing master. And transaction data means any open orders, open deliveries, open invoice, and open items. We need to sort it out. We ask business, if they have sent, we need to validate it and we'll get final approval. Then we do LTMC. It is replacement of LSMW in ECC. We use LTMC. Legacy transfer, migration cockpit. If functional side. Technical means we use with help of ABAPers, BDC we can use, BAPI we can use, idocs we can use, right? We can use this way to upload this from non-SAP to SAP. If functional side, we use legacy transfer migration cockpit. Compared to ECC LSMW, it is very simple. Okay, and period of increased support in case of any issues during deployment, since sometimes we may get issues like performance issues and dump errors and any bug fix in the training after fixing these issues. This we have to advise to the business. This is a core functionalities which we have to provide services to the business, right? And so this support may extend based on the management discussions. They have 3 months or 6 months. Okay, this after run we can have the discussion. If there are many initially having issues, we can spend long time based on their management decisions. Last run, we hand out newly implemented system to business. That day onwards they can operate their business operations, including ongoing operations and monitoring. And initially you get more errors. Ensures it has to work properly. If something went wrong, we have to fix it. And we'll advise, already we have given training the previous phase where how to post document itself. They have to execute their business operations and it has to run in S4HANA. We observe day-to-day activities, identify any changes required. There are some of the business operation during testing only will come to know. And if there are any improvements, we can advise to the business. Instead of lengthy process, we can simplify it and provide needful instructions. Make sure all the operations, whatever we have done, it has to be stabilized and optimized without having any interruptions. It might be technical side, code changes, or customized developments, or functional side. Sometimes may not move the proper changes. It's not reflecting production system, and we have to go back and check this. We have to compare with quality as expected. Already we have tested. Based on that, we can see in the production environment also. So all the set. Then, if any additional developments required from the business, we can achieved through Activate methodology as needed and desired by the business, right? So these are the 6 phases of Activate methodology, right? I'll send real time how it would be, all like this only, with examples, so that you will come to know how it works. Thank you so much, everyone.
This conference will now be recorded.
Right. Upgrade project means version change. It is previous version to latest version. Suppose business have either ECC upgrade or S4HANA upgrade. Let me explain ECC upgrade. Most of the business we have current. This is the latest version we use. Under this, we have EHP 6 enhancement package, EHP 7, or EHP 8. I go EHP 8. Okay. This is version enhancement package. If the clients all they have not gone through S4 HANA migration and they want to switch to S4 HANA any version 2020 or 2021 to 3 till 2023 they have introduced. Now if they want to switch to S4, say for example 2023, it is a version we call in S4 HANA, right? Latest feature added, they want to migrate. If they want to migrate ECC to S4 HANA, EHP 6 will not work. 6 will not support. They need to migrate this version, either EHP 7 or EHP 8. They have to migrate, then they can go for conversion. ECC to S4 HANA, they can go for it. It supports, it won't support. If you want to support, before that, we need to move the version support pack from EHP 6 to 7 or 8. We need to do upgrade. Upgrade we can call as upgradation. Resume we put one upgradation project. Okay. What is the roles and responsibility of the consultant during upgrade project? To change EHP 7 to 8 to this S4 HANA. I'll give roles and responsibilities. You can sort it out. First of all, this upgradation EHP 7 to 7 or 8 will be done by ABAPers. Technical they will migrate. And as a consultant, we have to test all the business scenarios. That is main, our focus is to test business, whether working previous or whether previously working as expected. After version upgrade, whether working or not properly, we need to test it. Only testing we have. Okay. Testing business scenarios, whether working as expected or not. We need to end to end, we have to test what business scenarios, if they have OTC and if they have third party process and STO or consignment, based on their client, whichever you put in resume. If it is pharmaceutical related, we can put a consignment process. Okay, this we need to test this. If they have return process, credit memo, debit memo, right? We have to check this uh, return process, credit memo, debit memo. We need to test. If find any defects or sometime dump errors, we need to work with the ABAPer, work with ABAP because they knows why this is occurring. We can replicate, but inside any program, something went wrong during upgradation, we cannot sort it off as a consultant. We need to work with ABAP only. Tell this it's not working. Okay, during specific process, when you see sometimes while processing PJ suppose getting dump error unexpectedly, okay, or working slowly or running long time instead of saving the document. This is performance issue. We can sort it off performance issue. Previously working fine. After upgradation, system behavior like this, right? Then some of the condition types not working as expected. Working as expected, previously working fine. After upgradation, not working, right? This may be having any customization, or they have routines maintained for this particular condition type. It's not reflecting the reasons also, I'll write. um, Custom code development not reflecting, or VOFM formulas. We discuss alternative calculation type and base type and requirement for this particular condition type not reflecting, or it's not working as expected, or um, formulas or routines. Already we know routines not working. We cannot do anything. We need to ask ABAPers only. Their work is to fix these issues. Performance performing of unit testing and integration testing, and there is a system testing called smoke testing. Testing. If any custom code development required, we do regression testing. Hmm. Uh, all scenarios, make sure regression testing can be done. Means because of new upgradation, because of something new changes they have done behind the program, existing functionality should not affect. For this we need to do end-to-end testing. And for testing, to do testing, we have HPLM tool. They will ask, do you use any tool for storing these test results? Yes. To store test results, we used HPALM, means Hewlett Packard Application Lifecycle Management. This is one of the testing tool. HPLM, which stored the scripts. Scripts means end-to-end process. They have done one time OTC, third party STO. This will be stored in HPLM, end-to-end testing. We call it as script. This is a tool. All it will be stored. Okay. Next, after all your business scenarios, you tested everything fine. You have idocs. Whether it is transferring as expected previously or not, we need to check in W02, right? idocs monitoring, post upgrade. This all post upgrade only. And real time jobs, background jobs will be there for order creation, deliveries, and invoice and outputs, picking, packing. Okay, monitoring and resolving bad jobs. I will explain bad jobs. as a part of business needs. Okay, this is major upgradation where version change, version and support pack upgrade, you can say. However, we have set up, right? Third party we have done, STO we have done, consignment process configurations we have done. Then whether working or not, we have tested. During testing only we got many errors, right? So till completion of the testing end to end, we have tried. Similarly, upgrade also, once we are test done by technical team, then we have to test end to end. Without testing, if you move changes to production, if something happened, that is not fault by ours technical team. They will be pointed out consultant only because you haven't done properly. End to end, we have to test it. Then only we can sort it out where it went wrong, right? So we'll put one upgradation project in resume. So these points exactly you need to explain to the interviewer. It should be very effective. Okay, this is upgrade project. Now another one is rollout project. Rollout project is it is company code rollout or plant rollout, right? They have set up one business one place, then they want to extend in another place. Say for example, India business has plant set up, their business operation going good, setup has been done. Now they want to extend their business into US market. Yes, they have to extend their business. For this we have to set up wherever we have done Indian plant, similarly we have to extend to US also. So particular module people will be there, SDMM, FICO, PP, QM required. If they want to do from SD side, then we have to do plant wherever we are involved. For setup of plant, right from enterprise structure to till completion of business transaction, we have to set up like plant determinations where it is CMIR, customer master, material master, and define assignments. Mainly we are involved into assignments. Define will be done by consultant. Assignments of sales org, we have distribution channel and plant combination is decide, and shipping point determination, shipping point determination we have to take care. Assignment of you won't get this project still, assignment of shipping point to plan. Okay, necessary we need to maintain as we have access, maintain plans as required by business, like whether you have to maintain CMIR and customer master data, right? And any combinations of plant combinations, for if they have any condition table creation, we use the plant, we have to use it. And any smart farm developments, smart farms developments, I'll explain previous upcoming classes. Developments as a SD consultant need to provide required logic to ABAP. This is rollout project. Code rollout or plant rollout. You can say if you have done this, we won't get chance to work on it. This is rollout project. Then we go for last one, support